All right, it's time for the Week 5 recap. I should come up with some really splashy multimedia intro to this, don't you think? Dun, 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 dun. No, that's no good. And now, no, that's no good. Anyway, we'll work on that. It's time to talk about Week 5 in the Westside Fantasy Premier such and such league. And for the first time since 1956, there's a team that's 5-0. I'm talking, of course, about Smell This, who has the best start in franchise history since the old NFL championship days, which it never won. But Smell This is 5-0, and that really, I think that just has to be the big story. My feeling is it just, when you look at it, it's just, it's epic making. I'm sure we're all shocked. I'm just going to stop and think about it for a second. No, that's fine. It's really no big deal. It's just fantasy football. But it's a big deal because it's what we're all about here. Now, it might help if his opponents were scoring more than 90 points a game, but, that's how it goes. Smell This 5-0 had 51 from the mighty Aaron of Rodgers. That might have something to do with his success this year. He got some kind of inside information and found out about this Rodgers kid, and it turns out he's pretty good. 12 from Hakeem Nicks, 15 from A.J. Green, 15 from Matt Pianoforte. 13 from Steve Smith, 24 from Dwayne Bowe, 11 from Neil Rackers. He's burdened with the Philadelphia defense, but, hey, it's still 165 points. So Drew not only is winning, but scoring a tremendous number of points, lining up 143 points and actually outperforming that. So 5-0, the original undefeated team. Well, it's not the original undefeated team. The original undefeated team is, I guess, the first team that won a game, at least for a week. Over on the other side, DeBiz. Lining up 105 points, coming in at 1-3, going out at 1-4. Only 14 points from Josh Freeman, whose nickname I haven't developed yet. Suggestions are welcome. Devery Henderson, very Devery this week, 1.1 points, 2 from Brandon Lloyd. What the? Got 20 from Sebastian Janikowski. Now, that is a kicking day right there. 3 field goals over 50. Maurice Jones-Drew with 14. It's all just 90 points. 6 from the Chicago defense, so-called. And it's a whomping. It's a 175-point whomping. Drew goes to 5-0, clearly in command of the league and looking for those bonus dollars. All right. Let's look at the nail nibbler of the year so far. 1.5 points separating Jamarcus Bentley from the Revolution. And somehow that sounds poetic, like the Occupy Wall Street thing. Only 1 point separates Jamarcus Bentley from the Revolution. And he better hope that they don't get to his Bentley, because I'm sure he gets mad about people touching his Bentley, because what else he got? All right, and what else he got is he got 45 points from Drew Cool Breeze. Deshaun Genius Jackson, 14 points. 15 from Vernon Davis. 14 from Kevin Walter. I'm really having a bad nickname day. Malcolm in the Middle Floyd, 16 points, 12 from the New York Giants, the New York Football Giants, 139.00. Now, here's how it broke down. We had, on the one side, we had Jason Hansen kicking for the Lions last night, and that was on Jamarcus Bentley. The Revolution had Robbie Gould for Chicago kicking. But the Revolution also had Nate Burleson receiving for Detroit. And that was it. So it came down to that last night. Going into last night, the Revolution had a very slim deficit, and they made it up on the feet of Robbie Gould, who outkicked Jason Hansen 9-6. Matt Schaub got 49 points in a losing effort. Roddy White 11, Pierre Garçon 24. He's the new Reggie Wayne, which unfortunately I have the old Reggie Wayne. Ryan Matthews 13 adds up to 140 points, 100.5 points, and Jamarcus Bentley has 139. Close one. That drops Jamarcus Bentley to 1-4 and boosts the Revolution up to 3-2 in the winning column. And that is the nail nibbler of the week. Let's take a look at the uncle versus nephew battle of all time. We've got the Jolly Rogers against Ferocious Fennec. Tommy coming in at 2-2, and Jake coming in at 1-3. And let's see, Ryan Fitzpatrick, although he had a terrific actual football game, had a pretty mediocre fantasy football game with just 24 points for the Fennec. Santonio Holmes, 12. Arian Foster back on track with 18. 15 for Sean Green. 18 for Frank Blood and Gore. And adds up to 117, so not terrible for the Fennec. Over on the Jolly Roger side, Michael Vick in another terrible football game got a lot of fantasy points. 44 points, which is a pretty good number. And then Victor put it on cruise. Mr. I know the rule about giving myself up and being down, man. Got 20 points, 10 from Mark Ingram. Sidney Brown or White Rice, 3.8 points. Jordy Nelson, 1.7. 25 from the San Francisco defense. And that almost spelled the difference. 135. Jolly Rogers go to 3-2. And Ferocious Finnick dropped to 1-4. It's getting tough in Finnickville. The Boo Birds are out early in Finnickville. All right, Zap, Boff, Kapow. Coming in at 3-1. Brutta is coming in at 3-1. Who would go to 4-1 and who would drop to 3-2? Well, Brutta is would go up. That is 52 from Eli Manning, the other Manning, the other white meat, with 52 points in a losing and kind of pathetic effort. So how does that work out? Calvin Megatron Big Dog Johnson, once again, just outstanding football player. This guy's so good. I mean, if you haven't watched the actual games with the Lions and them throwing to hit this guy, he just jumps over everybody. You don't have to do anything. Just, It's like if we were playing 2-on-2 and I had like Shaq on my team, all I'd have to do is just pass it up to him and then, it'd be all over. That's kind of how it is. Mike Wallace, 15. Willis McGahee, 14. Beanie. Propeller Hat Wells, 12. 12 from Wessie Welker. And adds up to 146. Real nice number. Now, Zap Boff Kapow didn't exactly roll over and die. Philip Rivers had 34 points, just as expected. 14 from Greg Jennings. Boring name Jennings. The law firm of Ben Jarvis Green Ellis got him 26 points. In the Patriots, big win over the Jets. Woo! Deion Branch in the Patriots, big win, got him 13 points. Eric Decker, who the hell is that? Brought shame to his family with a negative 0.4 points. And Arizona brought shame to themselves with a 3-point defensive performance. 120. Brutta goes to 4-1, and I believe they surge into the lead in the division. They sure do, and we'll talk about that next. Okay, what else have we got? Rough the Passer and Smack Attack 1. This was a battle of the somewhat beatens, 1-3 and 0-4. Somebody has to win, basically, what it comes down to. Matthew, big staph infection. Stafford got 32 points in an actual good football game and a mediocre fantasy game. 16 points from LaShawn, the real McCoy. 12 from Chris, I'm not as good as I used to be, Johnson. 17 from Steve Breston. And et cetera, 110 points, which was plenty when Smack Attack 1 rolled into town the other day. 19 from Matty Dry Ryan in a losing and rather pathetic effort. Larry Fitzgerald was 6. 17 from D'Angelo Remember Me Williams. And then, it's just a hall of shame after that. It's 0.7 from Dustin Keller from the Jets. What do you expect? 1.2 from Michael Jenkins, Stinkin' Jenkins, and 1.3 from Preston Parker. Sounds like an 80s TV show. Like The Adventures of Preston Parker. Preston Parker can't lose, that kind of thing. 13 from Steven Gostkowski, and adds up to 81. 81. Not good enough. 110 to 81. Smack Attack drops to 0-5, and his icon is like scowling at me as I'm speaking at this moment, but I can't keep my eye off the glistening earring. Whoa. Okay. And the last game, Bad Examples and Ghetto Superstar. Bad Examples coming in at 3-1. Ghetto Superstar coming in at 3-1. Who's going to take it? Well, turns out Ghetto Superstar is going to take it. 127 points. Good enough. 31 from Jay Suckface Cutler. This guy's the worst. I really, he lost and he got that. It's just, 30 points, though, from All Day, Adrian Peterson. That guy's good to have around. You got that in the back pocket. And then you got Freddie, also awesome Action Jackson. There you go. Freddie Action Jackson. 25 points, 12 from Jimmy Graham. He sounds like car salesman or something. Jimmy Graham, come on down. Dexter McClusker, Jacoby Jones add up to about 2 points. Tampa Bay's defense in their 48-3 defeat. They managed 2 points. I don't know what happened. Maybe it was pity points. I'm not sure. That adds up to 127. Now, that's not an insurmountable number for bad examples, because bad examples have had a couple of games this year, rolled up a lot of points, but this was not one of them. Most of the team on bye. However, Tom Brady got 36 big points in a big win over the Jets, but Stevie Johnson, only 2. Darius Hayward-Bay showing up with 16. And Javid Best last night on Monday Night Football, making it close, almost outscoring Jay Cutler, which doesn't surprise me. 23 points. LeGarrette, let me be blunt, with 6. Dallas Clark, let me be blunt with you, Dallas Clark. You suck, and you're out of the team. You're off the team. 0.7 points. Stephen Ridley, how could you be a Patriot and not do better? You suck. You're out. And the Tennessee defense, subbing for the on-bye Baltimore defense, gets 5 big points in their crushing at the hands of the depleted Pittsburgh Steelers. Bad examples: 114 points going to defeat, dropping to 3-2, dropping out of first place in División del Sur. And let's take a look at where we are. Smell This is leading División del Norte with 5-0. Ghetto Superstar in second place at 4-1, and the rest after that. Over in División del Sur, Brutta is with the lead at 4-1. Bad examples and Revolution not tied, but right behind that at 3-2. And let's see, that's how it looks right now. And then we got a few stellar duels. We got Fennec, DeBiz, Jamarcus Bentley, and Smack Tech, all with 1 or fewer wins. So we've got a little bit of a separation this year in the league. We got some haves and some have-nots. We'll look and see if it actually balances out a little more as we go. Next week, Bad Examples and Revolution will play for sole possession of second place, or possibly even a tie for first place in División del Sur. Smell This is going up against the Jollier Rogers. That could make a difference. The number of points Smell This is scoring is not even close to anybody else's this year. Rough the Passer and the Finnick. That could be a good battle. And Ghetto Superstars at Bof Kapow. Brutta is going up against DeBiz. DeBiz has been pretty scarce coming by points this year, and Jamarcus Bentley up against Smack Attack 1. So that's where we are. We're not quite at the halfway mark, but we'll be there soon. That's it for now. Talk to you guys later. Bye.